Good morning, Isai. This is Zane Wood.
And this is Eva Saunders. Welcome back to episode 7 of Tower TV.
Starting off this episode, we have a short documentary from our producers Ale and Noah, featuring Miss Napity.
I think that the mindset of just acting like it's impossible to fail makes failure more acceptable and an idea that, you're always learning from our failures and our mistakes. I was born and raised in Southern California in a city called National City, where it was very soul and R&B and hip hop based. My neighborhood was really all about pretty much making and building something out of what we had. So growing up, some of the things that I remember doing in my neighborhood were, jump roping and using an electrical cord to jump rope. And I lived in a very tight-knit, majority black and brown neighborhood. And I feel like I had a lot of good memories growing up. I just believe that everybody has a story to tell. And so I really focus on young people coming into what are creating cypher spaces and co-creating that space together so that we're always feeling each other's energy with the learning, just really listening to each other's vibe and just really being present to the energy in the classroom. And a thing that I have been really focusing on is really co-creating curriculum, and have recently been doing this project with a group of students here where we wrote a curriculum for a book of poems called Love from the Vortex and Other Poems. Life outside of school is really just continuing what I do here, just really taking care of the kids, climbing. I have a dog, he's a pit bull named Paco, he takes up a lot of my time too. I just play a lot. I play and I learn, and I just am trying to live through everything that's going on right now and find some joy.
Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Noah and Ale.
What a great documentary with such great production.
It's such a productive thing to do.
Now for our next piece, Benno, Isaac, and Red are testing to see if our East high schoolers are smarter than 5th graders. Let's see how they do.
What up, East? It's Isaac,
Benno,
And Red.
and we're here with
Stella,
Justin,
Martin,
Evan.
Getta.
Miss Pelosi.
And we're asking them some trivia questions.
What room at East has the most stories?
There's no room with stairs, right?
Probably an English room.
The library.
The library.
The random room.
Final answer, the random room.
Final answer, the random room.
The correct answer was the library.
Oh.
Get it.
Roasted.
When you come to school on Monday, you find out that your teacher is gone. They say they will be back 3 days after, the day before, the day after tomorrow. What day will your teacher be back?
Okay, so it's Monday, the day before.
Tomorrow?
Thanks.
Good job. Wednesday.
Thursday.
It is Friday.
Oh.
Sounds like an ACT question.
Okay.
What do you sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with?
Toothbrush.
Gee, I don't know.
A pillow. Water. A chair, a bed, and a toothbrush.
Oh my god. Oh. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Signing off from Tower TV, this has been Isaac,
Benno,
and Red.
Wow, I'm not really surprised with those results.
I can't say I'm surprised either.
Great questions, though, by Bean Benno, the bearded Isaac, and Red.
It's Women's History Month, so Zane and I went to talk to some members of the Gender Equity Club. Let's dig a little deeper on the importance of the month. Hey East High, it's Zane and Eva here. Today we got to talk to Gender Equity Club about the importance of Women's History Month.
We talk a lot about gender issues, but we also talk about like a variety of topics and like current events and stuff like that.
It's really fun. We hang out and we talk about our day and also gender issues in our school, but it's nice to meet with the same group of people.
It was a very supportive environment earlier in the year because, you know, there was just a lot of new people coming in and expressing their frustrations and stuff, and it was a good resource where we could all talk about that.
Respecting everyone's gender is something we really would like to be focused on, especially there are a lot of excuses when people fail to respect other people's gender. I'm still learning is a big one. Our club is happy to provide resources for you to learn. Yeah, that's the first initial step, is respect.
I think that the biggest thing that, you know, staff can do is to just keep an open mind and trying to keep students happy and comfortable and not just, you know, making excuses and stuff.
The Gender Equity Club is a student organization at East. We have been around for a long time. We have a partnership with the Rape Crisis Center of Dane County. So a big focus of Gender Equity Club is trying to create a culture that's a safe culture where we don't have to worry about sexual violence particularly, and to educate the East Side community about issues around consent. For Women's History Month, it's celebrated differently around the world. I had the chance to teach in Bulgaria early on in my career, and so in Bulgaria, like, they really celebrate International Women's Day. They give flowers to all the important women in their lives, and you can just feel like this importance, like really honoring the contributions of women. Trying to like honor Women's History Month is to make sure, you know, that we're fighting for the rights for everyone.
This has been Zane and Eva signing off for Tower TV. Back to you, Eva and Zane. I'm really glad we were able to interview the Gender Equality Club.
Yeah, me too. It's really important to implement gender equality into our school.
Well, now 'tis the season where the bulk ends and the shirts come out.
Now it's a joke on why you shouldn't wear a coat.
Don't wear a coat, baby.
It's spring. It's getting warmer. Don't wear a coat. Don't wear a coat. Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Joe.
That sounds good.
You heard the man. No coat, no float.
Until then, we still have winter sports. Let's wrap up this season with Ava and Ellie.
Hey guys, it's Ellie and Ava. Now that winter sports are all wrapped up and we're heading into spring, we met with some of our student athletes here to find out some of their favorite memories from the season.
My favorite memory from this season was probably when we all start grading for no reason and couldn't stop doing it during practice. The worst part is Ava and Nija, Tamaya, and Kylie leaving. And I only got to play 1 year of basketball with Ava, so it was sad.
My favorite part about the season was just going to practice every day, getting better with my teammates, and trying to make sure that they got better every day. I'm gonna miss most playing in front of the community, playing in front of people at our school and people cheering us on.
My favorite part about the swim season was definitely just the feeling like after meets or like during them, just that competitive nature, and definitely shoving the sophomores in the pool. I think I'll miss most just the feeling after the workouts, and that with a lot of sports, the exercise is nice. So with swimming, it's one of those things where you don't hurt after it. After those workouts or after those meets, you feel good, you're tired, and you go to bed well.
My favorite part about the season was getting to work with my team and getting to get in like really good shape and, you know, getting to go out there and wrestle people. What I'm gonna miss most about the season is definitely gonna be getting those big slams in there, you know, showing them, you know, what the East Siders are made of.
My favorite part of the season was probably all the traveling and the bus rides, and you know, when we took long bus rides and we won the game, those are pretty fun going back, and just hanging out with everyone in the locker room and at practice and stuff. What I miss most is probably the good group we had. A lot of the seniors are leaving. It really showed me what it's like to be on the Lakers because it's my freshman year, and I'm gonna miss a lot of them. I had 1,022 saves in the whole season, and it was the most in the state.
Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Ellie and Ava.
Such a wild season for us Pergolders. I'll never forget the blood, sweat, and tears given by our athletes.
So Zane, I know you're on games, but do you play chess?
Well, I know my way around the board.
On that note, let's learn a little bit more about the game of chess with Will, Izzy, and Elise.
Chess Club. Me and Mr. Drillsar can help you out and everything, learn the basics and move on. Wednesdays during lunch at room 1060.
Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Will, Izzy, and Elise.
Wow, I think I can really up my game after that piece.
Speaking of game, let's tune into East High's rap game with Mr. HS and our East Side rappers.
Shout out to Isaac and Zavon for this masterpiece.
What up, East? This is Isaac and Zavon, and we interviewed Mr. HS about his hip-hop studies class.
My name is Mr. HS, and I teach choir and hip-hop studies and piano and music theory. So hip-hop studies is a class where we try to dabble in all of the 5 major elements of hip-hop: MCing, b-boying, b-girling, DJing, graffiti, and knowledge of self. I first got into hip-hop as a student in high school. I mean, it was just the music and the culture that was all around me. I didn't really specifically start studying the history of hip-hop and the art of hip-hop until I was almost done with college and preparing to be a teacher that potentially could teach a class like hip-hop studies. My biggest inspiration, or just somebody who I think is the GOAT, is Kendrick Lamar. Like, he is who I sometimes get almost too focused on him, and I don't think about some of the other MCs, but he's just like, his flow is so unique, so impeccable. You can hear it, like you know it immediately when it's Kendrick Lamar. To Pimp a Butterfly is like the greatest album, top 10 album in music history. That's the one that should have won the Pulitzer Prize. Thanks for coming to talk about hip-hop studies. If you come into my class, maybe I'll be your buddy. You can drop sick beats and get on that flow. But don't worry, I will never make you go if you don't want to, but I'm gonna push you fast. My favorite class is hip-hop class. I teach singing and rapping and making rhymes and times and beats, and times I wanna make it on time. Yeet, no, I'm just gonna freestyle on your face every day. But what? I'm gonna keep on going and I ain't gonna play. But what? And thanks for interviewing me for Tower TV. What? And then have a good day. Have a good day.
Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Isaac and Zavon.
Wow, so much talent here in the castle.
Those lyrics were extravagant.
Do you know what else is extravagant?
Our next segment with Joe on the Go, where he teaches tech terms to Miss Louderback.
Our first word is mauled. M-A-L-D.
Mauled.
Mauled.
Oh my gosh. Mauled? I don't even have a guess. This is weird. Is this like a TikTok thing?
The answer is to be so mad that you are balding. What does pog?
Pogs are the little things we put
Not
with.
relating to...
It's an idea. It's like a state of mind. It's like you're just like in the zone. You're vibing.
All right. Pog is a word used to indicate excitement or an epic moment.
Oh, okay.
Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Joe.
I can't say I would have gotten those either.
Close but no cigar.
And now to wrap up episode 7, we have our monthly announcements.
Take it away, Elise.
Hello, Pergolders. This is Elise with your announcements for this episode. Tell your family, East High's Night at the Duck Pond Mallard game will be on July 22nd. It is being organized by the Centennial Committee and the classes of 1972 and 1978. Students in 30 different math and science classes raised over $1,000 in the annual February Penny War to benefit Engineers Without Borders. The UW-Madison chapter of EWB supports clean water and solar energy products in Ecuador, Guatemala, Puerto Rico, and Uganda. Thank you, everyone, and be ready to do this again next year. Did you know that East has a mountain bike club team? We do. This spring, we are meeting in room 142 at lunch on Fridays. Join us to learn more about mountain biking and to receive information about spring rides. Don't have a bike? No problem. See Emily in room 142 for an application to get a bike. Alrighty, that's all I have for announcements today. See you in the next episode.
Well, that's all she wrote. This has been Zane Wood
and Eva Saunders, anchoring for Tower TV. Make sure to tune in to the next episode.